Looks like that Rise will be topside, so watch out for those Realm Warps. They can be very, very deadly. Bringing that Alistair into the play. You can have Weiwei fishing for Swirl Seeds, maybe.
Around behind the tower here as they're looking towards the Grom. Weiwei doesn't have any vision for the time being, and Hung tries to make up for that fact, but Weiwei moves in. It's going to be a smite off between Tarzan and Weiwei. Tarzan wins it, but there's the engaged double knockup, and Hung already so low. Gala arriving, but he's too late as Weiwei knocks straight in, and there's a snipe from Light as well. LNG answered here in game number 2 as Gala likely to fall. Xiaohu's killing Scout on the other side of the play. It's absolutely monstrous from Weibo.
Weiwei had the better clear speed, Weibo had the better early fighting. They're early enough to make a difference himself either.
Oh, there's a play in the mid lane now. Xiaohu exhausted, stunned up. Scout, does he have the damage to finish this one off? He does. Blasts the ultimate out and forces the flash from Xiaohu. Nice play in the mid lane from LNG.
For LNG, we did say they don't have the best anti-Jhin champions. We don't normally talk as Jhin as a carry, but 1,000 gold lead on him, and you don't have something like a Xante, you're definitely afraid of that. So LNG getting this small victory back in the mid lane does actually weigh quite importantly for them.
Quite a creative bit of macro there as well, sending your AD carry mid this early on into the game to set up for.
So, do we want to talk about the creative macro again? Because it turns out Weibo had a bit of an answer to that. So they moved their AD carry away for that lane, and Weibo go, alright, we're not letting you get back towards bot lane. They put traps in the easy bushes, that's an engage.
Hung is trying to be the tank for his team, but he just cannot survive this early Jhin damage. Breed just doesn't have enough damage to finish the job.
I think he was mainly just looking to get wave control and a good trade. It's one of those things where you realize you're not getting the kill, but you get some HP advantages, and in this case you even force Zuck at the back as well. So I'm willing to call that a decent play for Breed to sort out his top lane. This lane has been left on an island. One of the games we see in meta where Jhin doesn't really do much. And that's because he's into a load of tanks, but I think this game's much better.
Scout could be in trouble here. Xiaohu, if he can land a Foss bomb, finish the job, but Hung moves into the play as Weiwei moves up to the top side. Tarzan here to answer Breed. Doesn't have Slicing Maelstrom for 5 more seconds, but Zika stunned under the tower, and it's 1 for 1. Weiwei takes another shot as Gala's here to grab some plates.
Just been the safe pair of hands for this team. Maybe less of a carry this year. Breed focused on again, clearing the way.
Scout almost in turret range there, but throws a bit of lightning back towards Breathe, and now with the sleep coming into play as well from Weiwei, maybe they can finish the job. Look at that burst. Tarzan looks to respond in the bottom side as he gets roots down, but doesn't have any damage to follow up because Hung's kept Xiaohu busy.
Weibo haven't really been overloading the map in the same way. They've just been responding to LNG in the same way, and they've been finding ways onto turrets when LNG leave one of these lanes unattended.
Call LNG vampires because they are avoiding the light at all costs in this one. I've got to say,
that's right.
Scout kind of smells like garlic sometimes, but that's a whole different story. Oh no, that wouldn't be him. The vampires don't typically smell like garlic. Nightmare. I've messed up my gothic lore.
Well, no, I suppose.
Hang on.
Talk about the fight, Joe.
Yeah, I'm coming back to reality here as Zika gets the classic play, the double solo lanes. This time it's on to LNG. Zika goes down.
Yeah. But when LNG commit to one side, they have someone pushing on the other side at the same time. They've been kind of providing multiple threats for LNG to answer to. This time at least Scout gets some gold back from these plates. But even then, he's behind Xiaohu this time. So Xiaohu, maybe he has his chance to shine this time.
Is this what LPL playoffs is now? Whoever has Corki just gets a massive lead and then takes over in late game 5.
We really had to live through LPL Corki memes for this. Can you imagine?
Static Shiv is so good on Jhin, right? You set up for your grenades and all that good stuff. It's, you know, it certainly feels nice to play. Breathe, trying to keep way away. Way away. Say that 4 times faster.
Yeah.
LNG sped up a lot as a team this year. Earlier on in the year, they were the slowest team in the world.
Yeah, there you go.
Here we go.
Fight!
Weibo going to throw some punches. Crisp the one to throw the first as Tarzan here gets engaged back on. Gala's here and the sleep with the bullet time. Tarzan's woken up and flashes away. Breed though, what an angle! What an angle from Breed. No kills coming through and Weiwei somehow gets out with his life. Hung might not be so lucky, but no, he is so lucky. And it's Breed to fall instead.
How do LNG win that fight? The exhaust just about comes in from LNG. Didn't actually hit the first bit of the cannon ultimate, but it manages to do just enough work in a minute 30, so that's not going to be necessarily the object right now, but the setup's important. Herald going down to mid lane, a couple of grubs to beat. Weibo, maybe looking to push in, try and take the full turret.
Herald down should be enough to secure it. And Light goes for the curtain call to make sure there's no defense possible. Shots are landed onto Karla, nearly snipes from the side, but Scout tanks it. Second charge in the mid lane as well. And again, that first few minutes on this Maokai really bullying Weiwei, and it's turned into such a huge lead for Light. And now the way that Weibo are playing these lanes out as well. Gala forced away in the mid lane. Instantly, the second there's a window, they threaten a dive.
Yeah, and they threaten the dive, they take the turret. They are giving up a dragon for this, maybe. Are there teleports coming through? No real good wards behind them. We might see something just go onto that control wall there to your left.
Damage from Xiaohu. They're 2v3ing them right now as they go in. Okay, headbutt is enough to get the Drake, but can they survive? It's a kill for a Drake for now. Weiwei's trying to escape with his life. The root won't quite land, but Crisp is flanking. The recall from Scout just about gets him away, but this is a Drake for 2 kills in favor of Weibo.
Yeah, 07's in chat for Weiwei. A brave soldier falls at the hands of Weibo, and I guess luckily for LNG, this fight didn't happen just a few seconds later. Now, you as the resident top esports fan, even with the new emote for them too, the top esports Baron Platinum, there are memories there, folks. There are some dark magics being cited here. Tarzan walking in 1v4, does get the steal.
Was it worth it? Yes, it was. He flashes away, and Chris gets a great engage to set up for Breathe. Not only do they get a red buff, they look for a fight as well. Breathe goes down. Every time Breathe gets an ult, he dies for it immediately. Zaka flies into the play, but Chris gets a double stun. The rune is there, and Xiaohu's got the damage. Fantastic turn from Weibo. Hung forced to flash. Shots coming through, but not finding their marks.
But he doesn't necessarily end the fight, and Cannon is not exactly the tankiest of Lightning Rats. Well, Zeri isn't either, really. Lightning Rats aren't exactly the tankiest thing in general, but hey, doesn't exactly help them. Baron's going down now. Weibo did get that top side control. They're using it well.
Vision is there. Weiwei wants to try and get in, and Hung sets it up. But unfortunately, it's not enough. Weiwei will fall, outsmited by Tarzan, and finished off by Xiaohu. It's beautiful. And those commitments perhaps overzealous. Although, to be honest, every single angle I thought he looked good as well. Light! Second time this game that he's overstepped. Does survive once again. But I've got to be honest, when we started the game calling him the safe hands of Weibo.
Right.
Garland now getting aggressed on by Tarzan. Xiaohu trying to follow up. Hung defending his AD carry. Tarzan sent straight in towards him, but Tarzan doesn't have damage. Weiwei chased on the other side of the fight, but it's golden. Xiaohu will finish the job on that one as he loses his jungler. Curtain call comes through. Hung has to use the unbreakable will. Will tank it up. The W goes slightly wide. They can't finish the job. This has gone from a clean game to I don't even know what is going on anymore.
You know the rules and you when to break them. This is sometimes just like flinging the paint at the wall and seeing what art you get out of it at points. I'm not saying it's completely out there in terms of everything. Working its way out in the artistic sense. Weibo still, they have walked away with a 4,500 Baron power play. This is another Lightning Rat experience.
Another round of improvisation. So far, Breathe has been Michael Skarn, but Xiaohu creating some cool characters for himself. A 2v1. Phenomenal play coming out from the solo laners of Weibo. And that's a triple kill for Xiaohu off the back of a 2v1. And if that's not the last nail in the coffin, I don't know what is.
Hey, we did say that Weibo, LNG, they have always really given us a good show of best of fives, 5-game series over multiple years now between these two teams. The stories they tell themselves, the players facing off against ex-teammates. LNG dominated game 1, and Weibo returned the favor here.
Corki remains 100% win rate in this series as Weibo answer in game number 2, and Breathe finally gets an ult that he doesn't die for. Phenomenal stuff from Weibo to finish us out. It was off a bit of a flip on the Baron, but at the end of the day, they've done what is needed. Nexus Bear as LNG are trying to fight this one. It's still 5v3. Tarzan goes in to finish the job. Gala will fall, health bars low, but Nexus lower.
These were some of the best highlights from today's 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.